Well, live. Everyone else can listen to Mrs. Brown. It's all right. Right. Welcome everybody to Review Tuesdays. I don't think we've quite decided on a topic. I know a lot of people have been to Edale and the Bushcraft show. Kev's just back from Sweden, so probably quite a bit of stuff to talk about, really, isn't there?
Yeah. And I've been nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't work.
Oh. So how was Edale, Mac?
Right. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I was just cutting some material. Absolutely fantastic, guys. I tell you what. I've got a film. I was just waiting for it to save there. Well over 120, maybe 130 people there. Lenny, Drew, Richard. Fantastic place, mate. I'm mega impressed. Just get there, chill out. It was kind of like a YouTube convention, if that makes sense. But there were lots of people there that had met each other for the first time. There were a lot of people who wouldn't have had the money to go to the Bushcraft, and like me, not stupid enough, even if I did have the money, to pay that sort of money, mate.
Yeah.
Was like cracking. It was absolutely spot on. Beautiful little village there, mate. Only strange things happened to me. I gave in to temptation, and we went down to a local village, and I sort of ordered this burger and chips on recommendation from somebody else, and it was spot on, right? But I tell you what, it came on a piece of wood. The plate was a piece. I think they must have known I was a cockney twat or something, and I thought, well, we'll sod this one off on that. So I just sat there and ate it, and didn't make a fuss, because in case they thought I was like a southern softy or something. It was just fantastic, mate. Literally was. And obviously, didn't want to cut my nose off to spite my face. On the way back, me, Mike, and Big Martin, we went to the Bushcraft show for a day. We paid £15 a ticket and spent about maybe 5 hours roaring about there, mate, and seeing different people there and having a look round, mate, to be perfectly honest. So it was a cracking, fantastic weekend.
Yeah. See, they're paying £15 to see the Bushcraft show. That's well worth it if you're driving past. Definitely.
It is, mate. I've got a few deals, a few bargains. Some like, won't bore you with the details, but yeah, just to get in there for the day and that, mate. And if you had like a full 8 hours there, or from it open till it closed, seeing all the demos and that, I didn't have a problem paying £15. I'm not here just to knock things for the sake of. No, that was good, mate. Yeah, £15. That's about 5 or more than your average, like Temple at War show here or that, mate. And there was lots going on, mate.
No, it's awesome. Yeah.
And I actually just see Edale that weekend, the same weekend. I would be very surprised, mate, if the numbers didn't double next year.
Yeah, probably.
There was one just, one part. Well, we've on several occasions it goes. Like when you have a wash down with the old wet wipes and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get one of them big, like 7-foot high screens to put round Ferg's tent.
I was walking round and saying hello to everybody and stuff, and one of the guys, he looked at me and did a double take, and he goes, "Oh shit, I know who you are. You're the guy that wipes his artists with wet wipes." I was like, "Yeah, that's me." I'll tell you what, you've got the right idea. I watched the MJFU chats, and got to say, I agree with you. So, he doesn't know me from my videos. He knows me because I wipe my ass with wet wipes. How good is that?
Well, your claim to fame.
Yeah, so there was only one thing. I just, there were so many people, there's well over 130. Ginger Bushcraft, I just would have liked to have caught up with him for a chat. He was there, but you just don't know who everybody is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He was the big ginger guy.
Yeah, that might have been a thing there, mate. But no, I've looked back on these videos because when I was doing the tickets, I went, bloody hell, he was there. When I've got the list of the tickets, mate, obviously, and just to everybody who was there, can I just say, absolutely, we doubled the money on just like cash money sales there, and Ferg did a big job because I'll give him the ticket, the book, and that. And he's a lot more, all right, lads, let's have a go. give me your money, woo woo, you know, all that sort of kit. Although at times people were just, you know, running up to me saying, are you still doing tickets and that, you know, bosh. But it's up to, obviously, Ferg knows the money. We've had a little talk on the side, and, you know, from now on, that's my part done, over to Mr. Ferg's, and obviously, as soon as the draw's done, I shall PayPal him all monies, and when we draw the knife and 2 bushcraft seats, right, I then will post some more, hopefully tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I plan on doing that later on. Get the chat into full swing first and get people watching, and then.
Yes. Right.
Because otherwise people come watch it and then bugger off again.
Yeah. There's nine people watching at the moment, apparently.
10 now, apparently.
Refreshing, it normally goes up. Yeah, I'm good. I missed you, Mr. Mac. I'm good. I missed you. Show.
No worries, mate. There'll be next year. You know, that was just, I can't say enough, and I don't think, it was just spot on, mate. Really loved it. And I know all the crew I went up there with did as well, mate.
I missed Mike Palmer and everyone as well. I managed to bump into Trev, Jez, and Clam, but I missed the rest of the guys.
Oh, that's a shame.
Trev's a good laugh. We dragged.
I tell you what, he's a right character, isn't he, mate? I love him.
He is.
Yeah, I like Trev.
We dragged him up a hill anyway. Took all the. Who did we go? Mike Bright, Mike Palmer, and then Jez, Andy Jobber, and Trev. Took them up a hill, and Trev was well chuffed with himself when he got to the top. I think he regretted it about halfway up, but he pushed through, and he was well chuffed with himself.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, we've got a couple of pictures at the top, and
As soon as they arrived at the bushcraft, so they said, "Oh, Trev's been naked." I was like, "What?" I'm glad I didn't go then.
Yeah, we were on about in his tent, and he's like, his sleeping bag is just like an overquilt thing, and he had his big inflatable bed, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep starfished in a nud," and I'm like, "God help it if he farts and blows that cover off." All 3 of them were in this massive teepee thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, if you."
I have been sort of corrected by him. It's not a tent, it's a teepee. It's fucking
Yeah, teepee.
we're going to nick that at some point.
Yeah, it's nice bit of kit that was. Saw the pickies of it. I bet that was cheap.
It's Trev. Everything's cheap with Trev.
I've never seen anybody take as much food to a meet in my life. Like, those guys were just living it large. I mean, fried breakfast every morning, and just, I mean, they'd put fucking John to shame for the weekend.
Oh, mate, that was the only thing about Sweden. Food. It was just crap sachets all time. It was rubbish. Yeah.
Was the food that you took though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was food that I took, and I thought it was going to serve me well and that, but it was just, there was just nothing fresh there. The only thing I did was grab a bit of bacon for Bacon Saturdays, which I think they've seen on the first video or second video I did. Some bread, but obviously bacon and bread don't last for long, not in a canoe anyway. And then a load of apples, so the only really fresh food I had was apples. And I got halfway through, and all I was just doing all day was just craving fish and chips from my local chippy. It was just like my mouth was just salivating all the time for fish and chips. I was like, fuck it.
I think we need to hear the story about you falling in rather than the food, don't we?
Well, it starts off like this. There were supposed to be even numbers, right? Then my mate split up with his girlfriend just before we went. So he ended up having to come in our canoe, so that meant 3 of us. With all our kit, we all had 30 kilos of kit each. That's, plus the extra paddles and then all the beers that the lads have got from the shops and all that. There was about 3 lads, 3, stocky lads and fucking 100 kilo at least worth of gear.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the back, my ass was only about, obviously the biggest fella was in the back, my ass was only about 1.5 inches higher than the water. So about 2 or 3 days in, we got some real choppy weather. It was paddling, it was like up and down, it was like getting tank slappers, and the water was just coming in, and it was like all of a sudden my arse was in the water. So we got out, we shared all the kit out with all the other lads. Said we're sinking, we can't be doing this. We're getting soaked and it's sinking. It's 5-degree water. You don't want to be bleeding sat in that.
No.
So we ended up with just the 3 lads. But we went to this place, this island, stayed on this island for 2 days. And then we decided what we'd do is we'll lash 2 canoes together to give us a bit of stability.
Mm-hmm.
But when we did that, we separated them by about 6 inch. But when we went back out in the water was just coming right up in the middle and absolutely flooding both boats. So it was like, right, we'll have to unpack this, you know. So we undid all the lashings, and then when the middle person went to, you know, when we undone the lashings, went to get settled, just tipped us. It just went, whoop. But it was like slow motion. It was like, we're going to tip, we're still tipping, slap her in the water.
Oh shit.
My mate's wife's in there, you know, she starts screaming and she's like, I can't breathe, it's too cold. So it was just like waving, you know, get her out of here, get her out. She's having a panic on. You know, my mate, Matty, who was, you know, one of the lads, you know, who's normally full of life and jumping around, I just seen his face go all white, and I thought, you know, these two, I was alright. I was just, the first thing I did was to put my camera light. I was like, oh shit, someone take the camera. I was like giggling and laughing. I'm going to lose all my footage. Take the camera. I managed to climb aboard someone else's canoe and just literally starfish on it, lash the two canoes together, and then, you know, when.
Look, if I'm coming in, you're coming in as well.
Yeah.
It was just a case of get back to land, strip naked, build a fire, and get some hot chocolate, hot coffee, or whatever you had, you know, in your ditch kit. Just get some hot fluid into you. But you know, everyone was all shivering and shake. I went back in. I just went back in the lake. I did, and went and got all my stuff. I've got a bit of insulation on me, haven't I? So.
Yeah, true.
But you know, you have to stay calm, don't you? That's what you got to do, is just stay calm, don't panic. And like I say, you have to know your body. If I would have went into shivering fits like the other two were sat there with wool blankets all shivering. No, they was getting affected. Me, I was whatever. I've been in worse. That's all I said. I've been in colder.
Yeah.
So.
I think if you saw it coming as well, you kind of prepared yourself for being cold. I don't know. If it took her by shock. Yeah.
You know, the first, well, I didn't even have to tread water. I just laid there, you know, and I thought, well, it's not even that bad, you know. My buoyancy aid is what we was all wearing. We always, you know, there was no pressure to wear them, but we did, you know. And I was just floating. I thought, well, this ain't that bad, you know. Usually when it happened to wear, but normally when you fall in cold water, it's that gaff straight away, innit? It's just like, yeah. But it didn't even get me like that.
Yeah, it's that gasp you do, that when you swallow a load of water, that's the one that does you in.
That only happens to blokes, though, because of you.
It happened to the girl worst. Like I say, she got, and her head never even went under because we all knew it was happening. She managed to save her head from even going under. So
I did a kayak qualification a good few years ago, like a kayak handling thing, and to pass the first level, we had to successfully capsize, like, you know, underneath, get out of the kayak, and then swim to shore with it. So me being me, was like, fucking, I'll go first. From straight under, I got my legs stuck. I managed to get out, swum up, nutted the underside of the kayak, took a load of water into my lungs, nearly drowned. I then struggled to swim back. I passed, like, but yeah, it was a really horrible water. I was ill for days.
We'll put it this way: we had obviously all the backpacks are gone, all the main backpacks, you know, all the big Bergens and that. But I carried mine with me all the time, my day pack, because it had my camera and stuff in. And then we had a barrel, you know, with everybody's ditch kits and that day's worth of food. Mm-hmm. And I managed to roll me and Matty, actually, should I say, we managed to roll the canoe back right, put the thing in. The fishing rod was in 5 sections. I've got my fishing rod back in, all the beer in, you know. But apparently that was the wrong thing to do. You're supposed to leave them upside down because that's how they trap the air and whatever, you know. But I was just more worried about losing stuff. But yeah, and then what you do is you get it either side and you rock it, and that eventually sloshes the water out so it's not sinking.
Yeah, you see people standing like on the either side of, I don't know what it's called, is it the bow, like standing either side and rocking it, and the water sloshes out. Yeah.
But I didn't know that, but that wasn't explained to us. I always thought the best thing to do if anything capsizes is to try and get it right way up. but yeah, it was an experience. It was a nice little test for myself to know that, in a situation that is potentially could be, serious. But, I kept a cool head and, I had a bit of a giggle about it until I see my mates all shivering and a bit of a panic and all that. But yeah, it's just when you test yourself, this is why we did it in the first place. We got a bit complacent going around to the same woods, every weekend, and you're never really testing yourself. You might do some different stuff where you're carving and that, but you're not testing yourself.
No, you're not testing your sort of mental strength. Definitely not.
Rich was just saying in a side chat there, I remember doing a Tough Mudder run, one part of which was wading neck deep across the river. The women did seem to suffer far worse. The blokes just turned into press studs, but one lass was screaming that her fanny was on fire.
Press studs.
That was the chlamydia girl.
Yeah, nothing to do with the water.
Yeah. I know someone did one of the it was a Tough Mudder, and they had a lorry container full up with water, and then they were just dumping ice in it, just dumping ice after ice, and then in the middle of it they'd put a barrier, so you had to get your head underwater, and there was
I've seen those.
Loads of people having trouble with that, and they were just getting dragged out, just sort of putting their head underwater and passing out, because where you're so hot where you're running, that kind of temperature change really bulges you up.
The thing that bothers me is the fact that on the Tough Mudder things anyway, you're running and pushing yourself, and really, because it's quite an endurance feat, isn't it, really, to do one of those. And then typically they have at the end frigging the electrocution thing. Like, surely that's risking heart attack and shit.
Yeah, or epileptic fit or something like that.
Yeah, it really doesn't sit with me, that.
Yeah, my mate paid Tough Mudder, and it cost him, it was like 150 quid or something to run. And they say it's because of insurance and all that, but it's just a money-making thing.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do every single obstacle, because originally they used to say if you miss an obstacle, you have to go and do like fucking 30 star jumps or something. But there was an hour-long queue at every obstacle. He didn't even get a run on, because by the time he ran from the one obstacle, he was joining the queue for the next one, because they're just putting so many people through, because it was in London. And I think it took him about 3 hours to do the course. It was just ridiculous. So. But he asked if he could go round again because it quietened up, and they wouldn't let him. They said he'd have to pay again.
Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you're not even testing yourself. You weren't even breaking a sweat.
No.
I tell you what, your challenge, Bruce, the ice thing with your hands.
Yeah.
That was far worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was far worse.
Yeah.
I was sat at my table shivering like, fucking hell, this is terrible. The water hurt, your hands like burning.
Yeah.
That's what I thought the water was going to be like if you fell in. So it was like a nice surprise to me.
Yeah. See, I prepared you for it.
It's inoculation, and it's not only that. I think if you, this is genuine overall, not just about tipping your canoe. If you've experienced things before, then it is like an inoculation. It's that experience that's going to get you through as well. And where you said, they were shivering and that, you took over the command lead, the lead there, and you thought, right, let's go, motivating people, getting people going, because you assessed that you was in a better mental state than them, if that makes sense, mate, and did the correct thing in that night,
Yeah.
Because when people are cold and they're sat there and they're shivering, they don't want to do much, mate. And you've got to grip them and make things happen, mate. If that makes sense, with in the nicest way possible. And just on that, somebody at the weekend, Bruce, asked me why I was daft enough to go and do press ups in the river and soak myself and all my kit and then walk home and get a brew on. And your challenge, though, I didn't join the challenge as a traditionally don't, mate. And I thought about it and I went, I was just too tight to go and buy some bloody ice cubes. And I do like to do things differently.
We went for a walk.
And the missus has just said, you don't buy bloody ice cubes.
We went for a walk the weekend out at the Edale meet. Steve Frogmoon and myself. He took his grandson and that. We went for a walk and followed the stream up towards the top of Grinslow Knoll. I was like, you follow the stream, and there was a couple of pools and waterfalls and stuff. So we stopped there and then walked down. It was a red hot day, and we figured, what, bugger it, we'll see if we can have a dip in one of the pools. We clambered down, jumped into the stream, and it was only probably about ankle deep, standing on this platform. And yeah, I've never been in anything as cold in my life. Freezing. Yeah, really didn't enjoy it. It was refreshing, but it was painful.
Yeah, well, if it's like a spring, it's probably been in deep ground and it's in the sunlight for 100 years, so it's pretty bloody cold.
It was good though. I mean, it was really refreshing. I proper burnt the crap out of my neck. My face is red.
Yeah.
My face was red, but that was like, you know, like windburn, you know, something like what the skiers get.
Yeah.
My face was really red like that, you know, just glare off the water all the time.
Yeah, I got like some of that Famido, the old sun caught me a bit there when I had a kick in the chair. And it was windy, it wasn't like sunbathing weather, it was lovely, but not sunbathing weather. But again, I should know, and it is, you know, I've got a squatty suntan, like, you know, arms and face. I even had to put a bit of chapstick on my bloody lips because they're cracking now.
Oh,
And it's not from the wine.
Oh, bless
I've just got one burnt arm.
It's always the right arm, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was out in the garden with me dad, my mum and me missus. They all got burnt and I didn't. I think I'm just so white. I reflect the sun.
If I would take my top off, people go, put that light out.
God, did you see the picture of Trev with his top off?
Oh, he's a stud muffin, isn't he?
How can I ever get that vision out of my head ever again?
Yeah. He's a whole lot of man, isn't he?
He's just as funny as he is on his videos, if that makes sense. He just really make me laugh, and he don't take himself too seriously. Me and people like that get on really well.
Yeah, you know, he is a good laugh, Trevor. Really nice bloke.
There was a lot of really nice people there, to be honest. I mean, that's my first time at a meet that big. Somebody's got the speakers on. Can hear myself. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever been to a meet that big, and it was completely different because I go to bushcraft meets rather than, like, I suppose it was a social meet. It's totally alien to me, but I mean, everybody was really welcoming, and yeah, there's no like bad incidents or anything like that. So,
well, I wasn't welcoming, mate. He just like crept up behind me, and I took him out, and he was there, and I couldn't do nothing, so I had to be, oh, hello, mate, how you going? All right, have a brew, bushcraft cookie, yeah. Shake your hand, oh no.
Oh yeah, talking about
joking,
cooking,
mate.
my cooking, motherfucker.
Do you know, I bought about 4 back, mate.
I was like looking forward to them.
Yeah, no, it was just, mate, you know what I meant, there was just so much going on, it just time flies by, doesn't it, like, you know, and it always does at them things. I didn't even really get that much filming of anything, to be honest, a few bits, but I had to make a determined effort to do that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't do much filming at the Bushcraft show. We get there the first night, and then the guy that was on the main stage, the performer, the singer, is the same guy that I met in Leicester last year and agreed to do the music for my YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
And he was the opening. He was the main act. So from there, I've recorded a few of his songs, and I put bearing in mind the video camera was broken, it won't work, just wet. I took the DSLR. So on the Saturday, when I've gone round, you know, like, I don't know, Helen's Stall and Woodland Ways, and, you know, it wouldn't record for more than 15 seconds. It just kept saying the movie has automatically stopped. For whatever reason, last year, you get a signal anywhere around that camp, you know, for internet, in the phone. No one could even get a phone signal. The Craghoppers card machine wouldn't even work because it works on like a 3G.
Yeah.
So no one could get, so I couldn't even Google it. And it was only like on the last day, when everything's dying down, that I realised that somehow I've clicked it to JPEG and RAW, recording maximum quality, and it just, the memory. I've changed the
memory card can't keep up.
Yeah, I don't think the memory card can keep up. So I've just got the video saved in Movie Maker now, the Bushcraft show, but I don't think it's going to be very good. But I'll put it out, but. Not really something I'm proud of, like.
Yeah, the one I took of the Bushcraft show was just it's such a hard thing to film, beginning to end. It's just end up a mishmash of clips of when you had time to film. It's just the way it is. But then again, that's how the weekend is anyway, isn't it? Because 1 minute you're talking to someone, then you're overlooking at a stall, and then you're watching an event, and then you're setting fire to something. So it's kind of like the event anyway.
Well, the best thing of the weekend was Paul Kirtley with Lily. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
We just went for something to eat, and he was eating at the same time, and he come, and Lily was pointing. She was like, "There's Paul Kirtley. There's Paul Kirtley." And he turned around and he went, all right, Kev, how you doing?" And she was like, he knows your name. This is mad. He's famous. So we sat there for about 20 minutes, and we had lunch and we were talking with him, and she just couldn't. She was like, "That's the most famous person I've ever met." Bear in mind, she met Romeo the day before. I didn't tell Paul that, but he will like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Just going back to what you were saying about getting signal and stuff, we hiked up that hill that we took Trev and everybody up, and one of the reasons was so Trev could get a phone signal. Oh, we got to the top and he realised he'd left his phone back at camp, didn't he? Like, go on, Trev, run down and grab it. We'll wait for you, lad.
Jog on, lad.
Oh, what?
Yeah, my phone was all right. I had signal the whole time, but well, most of the time anyway. But yeah, let's go to the top so we can catch up what's going on his phones, and he forgot it.
Yeah, he's just missed us on WhatsApp, didn't he? That's all it was.
Yeah, well, I've just tried the video camera tonight. First time it's come out the airing cupboard or put a battery in it.
Yeah.
It looked so promising. I opened it and it pinged to life, and all the screens and everything was all right. I was like, yes. Put it into record mode. It's just a black, just nothing. The optics are shot.
Oh no.
So, but the worst thing was, I'd left it open, left everything open, the battery compartment, and that took the battery out, put it in a bag of rice, and bearing in mind it's been chucked on planes and everything, so it's had about 2 weeks in a bag of rice. I'm sat there shaking it all night, because I'm still under warranty. I'm just going to put it in this box and take it back to Argos and just say I don't know what's happened to it. But I've been there shaking all the rice out of it for about 2 hours.
It's the first time I've heard that expression, shaking the rice out of it.
Well, that's a new one for her. Been shaking the rice out of it, but now it's going to have a bit of a spit and polish. And yeah, excuse me, not a clue why this don't work anymore. Can you swap it for another one, please?
Yeah.
You missed a lot of quality things at Edale as well. Just some of the banter and stuff that was going on. We after getting down the hill, we stopped on this little bridge, and somebody had the idea to play a poo stick, so we were chucking sticks over the bridge and racing them underneath and stuff, and yeah, just silly stuff like that. Somebody got really, really pissed. I'm not going to say who it was, but somebody got really, really pissed. And, some of the stuff that was said that night was hilarious.
It was better than the Bushcraft show then, because somebody got really pissed and chopped off the hand off.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, who was that? Well, I'm there then. That half the hand.
Someone was messing around with an axe at night, about 1 in, pissed up, and now they have a hole where half of the hand used to be.
Bloody hell.
Well,
That's something not to do at home, kids.
yeah. The sharps after dark and when you've had a drink.
It's the two worst things you can do put together.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure Fergus can add a few more dangerous things to that.
It was like Fergus was there because someone had a diabetic fit, so someone gave him loads of Snickers bars and he needed the opposite. It's like Fergus was ministering first aid.
We had a bit of a meeting on was it the Friday or the Saturday morning, just so like the admin guys that had organised the meet says, thanks for coming, blah blah blah, everything's running smooth, and then turns out somebody must have gone to the loo and not really been able to control themselves because they literally shat up the walls and everything. Yeah, it wasn't a very fun experience for the people that had to clean it, but.
Well, no, I should go back and revise my statement anyway. When I was on about the first aid, it was none of the volunteers and none of the staff at the Bushcraft show that was administering first aid.
Okay.
I just don't want to get that mixed up. But I was telling, I don't know, some of you guys heard earlier that I've not been sleeping very well since I've been getting back because everything's been too noisy. So the first few nights at the Bushcraft show with all the you know, cheering and jeering and everything's going on. I've not been sleeping very well because I've been. When I was in Sweden, you know, there was nothing apart from the rustle of the wind and a bit of water. So Saturday morning, someone at the side of my frigging hammock shooting catapult at a bloody pigeon. I was saying, I'm just laid in my hammock like, don't get me, don't get me, don't get me.
And it got out with that big fucking knife that Bruce sent you. You can go for your catapult from the side of my tent.
Yeah, didn't even take it.
No, I didn't take it. But I knew what I would be carrying back. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. It is a 1.5 kilos, isn't it?
Yeah, I had like, you know, them Hessian like shopping bags. Like 4 of them worth of clothes and everything. I had to carry back to the car.
Awesome. Yeah. Do they need any staff next year?
Well, I'm not really staff. That's the thing. I'm like, you know, I go and I don't have to do anything. I'm just invited. I don't have to do anything. But on the Friday,
how do you make that one?
Just it's my friend, isn't it? The event manager at Craghoppers is one of my mates. It's just. But obviously on the Friday, I helped put the shop up, get all the clothes out, label them, and I did like all the accessories of all the like, I don't know, they've been selling coffee percolators and hat gloves, scarves, all that thing, set all that up, and then that's it. The show was free to roam as whatever as I pleased, and you know, just help around with a bit of cooking at night when all the deer and rabbit and pigeon and all that's been stewed up.
Oh, they do some deer prep again, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they did as much, but yeah. But I think they're teaming up with the Craghoppers. I think they're teaming up with Perry McGee next year.
Alright.
So I think they're going to be doing some stuff.
Mac, do you just want to quickly check your PayPal and see if anybody else has sent out through last minute, and then we'll do this draw?
Okay, mate.
About halfway through, aren't we? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Richard Collier's comments? One of them. Someone got pissed at the weekend and woke up in someone's car and didn't even just walk back to. They were walking back through the camping and just pissed up and just thought it'd be a good idea just to sleep in somebody's car.
Was that the show, Bushcar show? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, said pisshead that we all had a laugh with. Got taken to bed, woke up, fell on the tent, broke it, and then had somebody else had to put it back together for them and get them in the get them back in the tent.
I reckon you should name and shame them.
No, I can't do that. It was an. I'll go as far as to say it was an MTFU lad.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah. You know, they're allowed to get pissed as long as they didn't harm themselves or anybody else. They can.
Some of the things that were said and heard that night will haunt me for life.
Oh, fantastic.
Excellent. Sorry, I've just checked it all there, mate. All done and dusted.
All right, awesome.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the raffle is closed.
Yeah. Brad's asking if it's too late. If you do it now, Brad, I'll chuck you on the end. If not, then yeah, it's gonna be drawn in a sec. So.
Chuck him on and then he can pay for me a $5 or whatever it is. When yeah. As long as you're happy, I'm making sure that you've got it all sorted, mate. Admin your end.
Yeah, we'll see what Brad wants to do, and then we'll sort that out. Well, yeah, Cornish Knives is saying, and he had a black eye as well.
Proper one. I told him to say to his missus, like, he was like in the village and that, and then 2 local lads done that, went, you know, give me your wallet, in such words. And I was like, over my dead body, and like, you know, that way at least you get man points for having a shiner.
What's the PayPal? If you go to Mac's videos, Brad, look at the giveaway, the raffle knife giveaway thing, and the PayPal thing's in there. Just tell us how many tickets you want, and I'll put it on the end, and then I can just draw it, and you can PayPal him.
What's this for anyway? What have I missed?
Oh yeah, Wessex Blades knife. It's a Boudica Tanto, Have you got it handy, Mac, to show?
Yes, mate, hang on.
It's yeah. Somebody very kindly. Your phone's making the thing go mad again, Kev. Yeah, somebody very kindly bought a knife from Wessex Blades and sent it to Mac to raffle off for the Health for Heroes fundraiser.
Oh, sweet.
Right, so it's very nice.
Yeah.
How much are we with that now? What's the total up to?
I'm gonna go through all that in a sec.
Yeah, if you can stick Mac on full screen.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
he has done.
That's nice. The only thing is, I just bought 4 new knives at the Bushcraft show.
And your point is?
One of them I didn't even want.
It's only a £5.
Yeah, Brad wants 2, so I'll stick him on now quickly.
What's that? Is it like a chisel edge at the end?
Yeah, it's Tanto, like a
Tanto, mate. Yeah.
ninja sword.
Beautiful bit of kit, mate. Oh, it just gives me a boner on this hand, doesn't it?
I ended up buying a bloody more heavy duty. It was Woodland Ways was doing a raffle auction for the Maasai,
Right.
and I ended up bidding just to help them out, get some money in. So it come with a custom leather sheath and a strap, so I was more interested in the strap.
No, that's all right.
Got that, a little necker, and them 2 Ben Orfords. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm surprised a lot of the other knife makers don't get into the carving tools. Ben Orford's about the only one who sort of does it. You know, unless you're going really high end.
yeah.
Right, I've added Brad. So, is anybody anything they want to go over before I kind of take over the chat and do this draw?
Go for it, bud.
I'll present you and then just crack on.
All right.
Richard Collier, anyone know where I can get a decent crook knife? Yeah, get a Mora one.
Yeah, get a Mara. Cornish knife, that could get lost in the post.
Yeah. Get a Mora and the money you save by some plasters.
Right, so the knife raffle, we've had, let me just double check, we have had 84 entries.
Bloody hell.
So I worked that out at about 420 quid,
Nice.
which
You
is,
just had 2 more tickets, mate, yeah?
yeah, I've just put those on, so yeah,
It was 410 when we had a tally up earlier on.
yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely outstanding effort. Thank you very much.
it is. I mean, that puts us way over, I mean, we were way over target anyway, but we've gone past the £1,000 that I thought we would. It's crazy. I'm blown away. So yeah, 84 different tickets. So what I'm going to do is, you'll have to bear with me and tell me if you can see this on the screen, like last time. Can we see that?
I
Yes.
can see it, mate, yeah.
Yeah, right, so I said this is the list there. I'll just try and go through it slowly. I'm not going to call all the names out because it was a pain in the ass last time. But everybody should be on there.
Not focusing on names though.
No, it won't. I'm going through them too quick. But everybody's on there.
Yeah.
Everybody from the meet is on there. And so it goes down to...
Yeah, it must have sold a lot of the meat. That's awesome.
Hang on, I need to clear that actually and repaste it. Give me a second, because it buggered up.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah, 84 at the bottom there, look. So I'll add them in. It put them in twice for some reason. I don't want it to bugger up and give somebody more than one chance of winning if they haven't paid for it. So, yeah, 84 there, which is the 84th ticket. So I'm going to add that to the wheel. And then there, the wheel should have 84 different sections on it. If it's not really chained properly, like, but
Yeah, no, it looks okay to me at the moment.
yeah, let's give it a spin. We're gonna spin it first. Are we gonna do the knife first, or are we gonna do the seats first, Mike?
Right, the knife, I just as I said, I'll keep it as a video, mate. The knife, we'll do sudden death. Whoever gets you know, who's lucky with a knife, and just, you know, I don't mean there's a booby prize, but there's 2 bushcraft shoots. There was 3,
So,
but we all
so
know
we'll
where
spin
the
it
other
3
one
to
went.
first for the knife, and then
Is the Farrow rod going with the knife?
yeah, the
Yes,
Farrow
mate.
rod goes with
Yes.
the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we spin it the first time for the knife, and then spin it 2 times after that for a chair each, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Right, okay, so good luck everybody then, drum roll. Good luck. This is for the knife. Effie Junior.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
that really cheer him up.
yeah, congrats Effie. Well deserved. I said it's going to cheer him up. He's got a few things going on at the minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, so well done Effie. And then the 2 runner-up prizes. So let's get the first chair out of the way. We've got Nigel Knapp. Gets a Mac Petition chair.
Whoa, exciting.
Right, and you're keeping. I haven't got nothing to write down here, mate.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got these, dude.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So Nigel Knapp, and then the last prize, which is another Mac chair, goes to King's TLC.
Nice one.
So
Nice.
those are both from the Edale meet, I believe. So yeah, well done, winners. And thank you for everybody that got involved, because
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much the fundraising done. We're not going to be doing any more raffles or anything like that. If anybody does want to donate to the fundraiser before it closes, the GoFundMe page is still up, and you can still throw anything at my PayPal. I'm trying to organise the tattoo getting done. I was trying to get it done for the 2nd of July. I've spoke to the guy, and he said that he's fully booked that day, so it's not going to be able to happen on that date. What we're going to need to do is try and get together to see if any of the lads want to come and obviously get it done, get the filming done and stuff like that. They'll need to throw some dates at me, and I'll see what I can organise.
Yeah.
So what's you got a rough final total there, folks, have you?
We were around 850-ish. I haven't totted it up properly because there's been too much going on. We're around 850-ish prior to this knife draw. So with the 400 and something pounds from that puts us over 1,200 quid. 1,250 quid. That's absolutely crazy.
And obviously, I know from a short chat today, the gentleman with the knife who donated the knife is absolutely astonished at how much we've raised with the knife, and he's really pleased. And just on that, we've all done, you know, since Christmas with the Camp Shaky bit, you know, and the groups, like lots of some good money has come for charities, predominantly military charities. Obviously, I'm an old soldier, so guess what? I've got no problem saying this. If there is anything, you know, I think, you know, we can have a little bit of a rest now, if that makes sense, or just, you know, until somebody comes up with something else that perhaps other charities, let's put it this way, other charities can get a look in as well, like, you know, because there's a lot of people that need money, not just the military charities. But I hope that doesn't offend anybody, because I respect everybody's opinion. It's just, you know, just something I wanted to throw in there. There's a, you know, maybe kiddies, you know, there's a zillion charities that all need a bit of help and support.
Yeah, MTFU've raised a lot of money for Help Heroes.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just,
what I'm saying, mate. I'm acknowledging that, mate, and very much saying, you know, thank you, but, you know, there is... Yeah.
I think next time we'll raise some money for a different charity. Of whoever wants to raise the money, it's up to them. So.
Yeah.
You know,
don't get me wrong, I can't tell people which. I'm just throwing that out there because sometimes I say what other people might be thinking, you know. There's lots of charities, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And again, just outstanding. Thank you very much. And again, little Ferg, because I give him a knife on the evening I got there, and he come back with this big bag of money. He must have been like, well, you know, no, he's a good salesman. So, you know, that sort of really did help to put that money up. And I'll tell you what, it was only a last minute sort of thing. You know, I was looking round. Mike was going to be about 5 minutes. I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll take that knife to Edale and flash it about a bit. So yeah, because we doubled it, you know, the ticket sales.
Fantastic. No.
I know what we talked about. Next few weeks, we're just going to give something back to everyone that watches, because everyone has been very generous. So there will be a few little things coming up over the next few weeks. just little bits of giveaways and stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying too much now, but there's a few extra things happening as well. A few special guests and stuff.
Yeah. The other one is on the. There's been a few reminders on the MTFU group. If you post a bushcraft picture and put the hashtag Bushcraft Essentials in it, you can win a bush box.
Yeah, that's
a Bushbox Pocket.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, I've got one of them, mate. Good little bit of kits. You can literally carry them in your shirt pocket.
Yeah.
You know, and I've cooked a full English on one.
I believe you have to put I'm in MTFU and #MTFU as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's it.
Yeah.
But you'll find it on the MTFU page anyway. How to do it.
I mean, I never win bugger all, but if my name was to come up, obviously I've got one. I will just whoever who's just starting, you know, the normal things we do, lads, and I'll make somebody a little patch, you know, the little patch I made for quite a few people, just a bit more robust than the one they supply.
Mm-hmm.
We like the personal touch, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Always.
Yes, we do. Yep. Handmade's better than factory made every day.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Never mind the quality, feel the width.
Have you broken that sheath yet, Mac?
God, no, mate, no, not at all, no, mate.
Yeah.
It's here with me all the time, mate. This is my most treasured possession. This is my Brucey Bonus. I sharpen it and love it every day. And I got a bollocking from the wife because she said, "Get that fucking thing out of my bed." Sorry, I couldn't get on that, sorry. Apologies for swearing, ladies and gentlemen. I was on a flow. You know.
They couldn't help it.
No.
Heat at the moment.
Oh, I was just getting all excited.
No, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, got nothing to talk about now. Yeah. So the Bushcraft show, is it all back? Are we all going back to the Bushcraft show next year, or is it all Edale next year?
I aim at this point to do the same as I did. Perfectly honest.
That does seem like the perfect way of doing it.
Yeah, I'm just going to do. I'm not here to knock or anything like that, but I had 3 brilliant days camping, brilliant host. It was everything people there would want. For 15 quid, Lenny, Drew, and Richard, I think, cracking time there. Big field, beautiful countryside. I mean, I even said to him, "You've been like keeping this quiet, like from all us Cockney twats, haven't you? Like, so we don't come down and invade you." And he went, "Yeah, you're right." And then, you know, it was okay for us. That was our plan. And this plan wasn't because of this year's prices. It was because of all, you know, it was like last year because we was packed in tighter than sardines and so forth. So the embryo of that was we'd find somewhere local, farmer, field, fresh water. That's all we need. And we do like 2 days there, and on one of the days we go and do. That was, you know, everybody was talking about that there, and it happened because you know, the guys up there, you know, Lenny and Drew, and that was fantastic, mate. And just my personal opinion, so it doesn't mean very much. That will double in size easily, mate.
Mm. Well, when everyone says we're going up to Edale, I didn't really look into it because I knew I couldn't make it because it was just too blooming far, and I didn't have the time. But then when I see the pictures of climbing all up the mountains and that, it's like, I thought you was just camping in a farmer's field. Yeah, no one really said. It's in the middle of the Peak District, and it's awesome.
It bloody was, mate, I tell you, it was. I was on the phone line, I mean, I said it in the film line, you know, and I said, "Oh, what's it like down there?" I said, "Just think Emmerdale," and, you know, I kept saying that, it was like Ian Moss Brearley and all that sort of kid, like Mr. Olds. It was in the pub, like, Mike, you know, they came in, I got me food on a bit of wood, like, and I love a bit of floorboard, I thought, oh, blimey. And then Mike kind of, in that jokey way that only Mike can do, kind of something like, "Yeah, this is Derbyshire, like less of the Yorkshire, because, you know, the locals will, you know, get wind and fill us in, like." But it was really enjoyable. And you know what was really great about it, mate? It was such a great chill out, you know, everybody could just go and do what they want. We had a little brief as to do's and don'ts from Lenny. Like I say, there was a pebble dashing incident that needed sort of being brought out. And I mean, that was it, you know. There's a village pub there, 2 pubs, you know, cafes and bits and bobs. So if you wanted to wander into a bit of civilization, then you could do it. I'm sure the local economy took a few bob there, mate. The bloke sold out 80 pizzas on one day. You know, it was just, it's very much spot on, mate. So sorry, I'm hogging the chat here, but I think that's the way. I hope I can do the same next year.
Yeah. Well, 140 quid for go camping in a field and go shopping, or
Yeah.
15 quid to go camping in a field and then 15 quid to go shopping is a lot
Yeah.
better. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's very simple. You can make a significant purchase just on the money you'll save.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can buy yourself some more toys. 'Cause I looked at going into it with my missus, and it was pushing 500-600 quid by the time you had spending money and petrol and. Yeah,
It was getting a bit naughty, mate. Yeah, it was getting a bit naughty, mate. Tell price like.
Yeah. So.
The Bushcraft Journal was a little bit naughtier.
Why is that?
Because they come up and put Bushcraft Journal business cards under everyone's window wipers.
Oh, at the Bushcraft show. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was really naughty.
Did I miss something there? Is that something that's not supposed to be done then, or what?
Well,
Well, we have two competing magazines, isn't it? It's
the
Oh,
Bushcraft shows run by Bushcraft Magazine, isn't it? Bushcraft
right.
Survival Skills Magazine.
Yeah. And then the other one's run by Danny Reed, is it?
yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't see nothing wrong with that, mate. Yeah.
Thing is, two separate.
Well, it's a little bit childish. I mean, Danny Reed was at the show, and everyone welcomed him in with an open arm, shaking out. You know, it's a good magazine. The Bushcraft Journal is a freaking good magazine.
Yeah, it is.
Doing that on the way out was probably just a little bit childish in my eyes, but whatever. It's funny to laugh about now, but I can understand why the owners of the Bushcraft and Survival magazine didn't like it.
I probably can, mate, because they probably paid some money, but, you know, such is life. One thing I will say about the Edale meet, which was absolutely cracking, and I think Fergs are backing up there, there was a lot of people, you know, buying and selling kit and that. I picked up a few things I want. You know, Mike Parner, Cornish Knives, and, sorry, Adrian, you get there. Can't remember the other fella's name, but it's just gone. Scott from Wessex Blades said, yeah, I've got some prices, and some really good prices, and people, you know, got some really nice gear, you know, from people like us that are just making and selling their wares. And there was no drama, no this or no that type of stuff. Loads of haggling going on, but you could hear the arguing. I was like, no, it was good for that as well, like.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was.
What I was going to say to you, Fergs, is we'll have to find out on the West Yorkshire Bushcraft. They've just had their meet at the weekend as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Normally by this time it's posted when the next date's going to be, and if you can get that, I'm hoping it's the end of June. And what we'll try and do is I'll try and come up and film it. If you can get your tattoo done on the Friday, whatever the meet is that day, try and do that, and then I can come up and film it for you. So that's something we can try there.
I'm pretty much done, I think, with weekend meets now, because the missus is obviously pregnant with twins.
Yeah, but even if you don't go to the meet, I'll still be.
Oh yeah. We'll figure it out. I need to go really see the guy. I've been talking to him via Facebook. I need to go to the shop really so he can look in his diary. But yeah, it's going to be a few weeks till it's done anyway, to give everything time to settle down, because we've been pushing this hard, and I don't think people want it constantly thrown in their faces now, because there's been that much fundraising and stuff done. Let's what Matt was saying. Let's give back to them a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. It just depends on when I can get it done, when the guy's got time. So.
Yeah, but it'd be good if we could get a few people up there for the weekend, and take the.
Well, what would be good if it did fall on that West Yorkshire meet, everyone can stay at Silsden, couldn't they? So
yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually.
Yeah. That would be handy, wouldn't it? If the bloke being free, and I mean, if he's got we've raised that much money now, we could possibly help out the tattoo artist a bit anyway.
Well, it's the local paper's coming along as well, dude. So.
Oh, wicked! They're going to take a picture of your ass as well, are they?
I don't think they'll actually.
It'll have to be a close-up so we can't see his arse, but as long as they can just see tattoo pen on skin,
yeah,
that'll be all right.
Fantastic! Yeah.
Not Fergs clangers.
Yeah, need to contact the Sun as well.
It's not going. I wouldn't dare talk to those twats.
You think we'd get Sun readers in MTFU? That'd be terrible.
I'd be leaving. Don't do the sun. Don't want to be associated with those twats.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday sport.
Any of those red top rags.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, that'd just be really handy if it fell on the day the meet was. That would just be really handy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the dates when it goes up.
We'll just still vote the end of the month then.
Yeah, good.
We can influence it one way or another.
Oh.
Can't be around the 20th though, because that's when I'm going up to see Carlisle. I'm going up to see our friend John at that date, so he promised to buy me a birthday cake. Aye, it's top lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to leave after been camping with him. I'll have to lose some weight just to go camping with him.
Yeah. Go on a diet. Just eating model home.
So, ladies and gents, if there is, I've sent Effie Junior a message on Facebook Messenger. Congratulations, you won a night. Obviously, he hasn't been on Facebook a lot. If anybody here that can hear me has got maybe his telephone number or something, can give him a text just to come on or contact me. I'll get an address for him and get that off as soon as I can.
Yeah, he'll definitely pick it up.
Lovely.
I think Matt Tiny's got his address.
I think so as well, mate. Yeah. And I think, hopefully Matt will be listening in, or somebody just give him a bit of good news. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And tell him I'm ever so jealous as well.
Yeah.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of people asked me if I was getting involved in the raffle, like putting in, but it's like if it had come out and it was my name on it, I'd have felt really bad.
No, obviously, mate, I would have loved that night. Yeah, and I do have a thing for a Tanto blade. Obviously, the Chinese and Japanese, they copy each other anyway. I've been doing that since time immemorial, that shape of blade for very good reasons. But obviously, just to keep everything transparent and all that sort of kit, I wasn't in it, yes. But never mind.
No, everyone's fair game. We trust everybody, and you can't rig that thing. You can't rig that system that was in.
No, mate, I just, obviously, being worldly wise, if my name would have come up, that would have been a load of bollocks, mate, So, for me, it was just I'm really glad we raised that money, mate. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, it is amazing. It is amazing. Well done, guys.
King's TLC is in the side chat anyway. He's one of the guys that won the one of the chairs.
Yeah,
So,
tell him he's going to have to tickle my tummy before he gets it.
I think he just
still got his details, man.
Just get him to give me a PM on Facebook, mate. We often chat on there. Just get an address for him. And I have, obviously, because I think that one of the NAP or whatever was Fergs, you can just drop the names of the first, second, and third into the bottom of my listing, if that makes sense, because there were two NAPs.
I'll do it now, dude.
Yeah, just so then I can go back on the PayPal and even just email somebody.
So, are we still kicking Fergs out of MTFU when the day after gets the toe done? Like,
Yeah.
Is he not supposed to know?
Thanks, mate. Got that.
Yeah, no worries. It doesn't matter. It's worth it anyway. It's a massive amount for charity, isn't it? Really, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So is anyone from Help for Heroes going to come down and get when you get your tattoo done?
I'm not sure. I've been in contact with a lass from there, actually, just kind of keeping her updated on what's going on.
Yeah.
So I might give her an email tomorrow. I think it's a bit late now. Give her an email tomorrow and say, look, this is kind of where we're at right now. We're going to look to get it booked in, and do you want to come down? Papers getting involved and stuff. And I think it'd be better for them if we can have a representative there at least. So like an official word in the papers. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Excellent.
I think on that's kind of the end of the show.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's me done.
Fantastic, guys. Thanks for all your help and all the effort you put in, the amount of money you raised. It's just...
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. It's
Does everybody want to see where the tattoo's going?
No, mate. I saw the weekend.
Nobody said no quick enough there. I should have just done it.
Some things you just can't unsee, like, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's bye from me.
Goodbye, everybody, and thanks a lot. Stunning effort, troops.
Yeah, see you later, guys.